Alright, YouTube. We're going to do a front end alignment on a 2011 F-150. You're going to need a string line level, measuring tape, a big wood clamp as wide as your tire or wider. It's going to need to probably be wider than your tire. So if you got big tires, you're going to need a big wood clamp like that one. That's probably a 36-inch wood clamp. You're going to need some cutters, a fishing line, 12-inch crescent wrench, another 12-inch crescent wrench. You're gonna need a little level of some sort to put on top of your steering wheel, like so. You're gonna need to, first off, tie your fishing line like this onto the wheel. You'll run it down. You run it down to the front wheel where you'll tie it on to the clamp, like so. You're gonna wanna try to get it pretty close to the tire, okay? All right, so now that you got that set up and your steering wheel is level, that little level on your steering wheel, turn the car on, get the wheel level, steering wheel level, and then once that steering wheel is level, okay, you just turn your car on, get your wheel level, all right, the wheel level like so. All right, now turn off your vehicle, okay? Now, you're gonna need to check that steering wheel every time you make an adjustment, because that adjustment can cause the wheel to tilt to one side or the other, okay? It's gonna make the wheel move sometimes. If you're making small adjustments, most likely it's not gonna make the wheel move. But if you're having to turn that tie rod end a few times, you're gonna have to check that wheel, okay? So the first thing you're gonna do after you get all that set up on the tires, you get your line run, you get your clamp put on. Clamp will look something like that right there, okay? You're gonna want to loosen your retainer nut there. That's your retainer nut for that, okay? Now, on my truck, if you turn this way, it pulls the tire in to the middle of the truck. It pulls the tire in, okay? If you run that tie rod end out, if you turn it towards the back of the truck, it pushes the tire outward toward the outside of the truck. All right, so now that you got all that, this is gonna be similar on most cars. You turn that tie rod, it's gonna push that wheel either in or out, either or. And you'll have to, if you're doing this on something other than an F-150, 2011 to probably 2017, it's gonna be pretty much the same. Now, when you got your, now that you got your line set up, your clamp set on the tire, and your retainer nut, you're gonna wanna take your measurements. So I'm going to show you how to take your measurements. All right. So you're going to get this line level. You're going to hang it on your wire. Now, you can probably do this without the line level, but I like to try to get this line straight, okay, or at least somewhat level. You know, you probably don't have to do this, but I just like to do it. It just kind of gives me some idea. All right. Most importantly, you're gonna want to measure, okay? You're gonna want to measure, you know, you're gonna want to measure where the rim is. All right. Now, you can see how I've got this. I've got it touching the rim and the tire. That's how you're gonna want to do it. It gives you a really good, accurate measurement. I usually go like this, and on this one, we've got about 3/4 of an inch. Okay? Now, on this side, we've got about 5/8 of an inch. As you can see, that's about 5/8 of an inch. Okay. So, this tire needs to come out. The front of it needs to come out so that the back of it goes in. Now, once your measurements, the front part of the tire and the back part of the tire are equal, if it's 3/4 of an inch, if it's 5/8 of an inch, whatever it is, once that measurement is equal on both sides of the tire and your steering wheel is straight, then you're done with that side. Tighten up your retainer nut and then leave it. Do the same thing to the other side. And that's about all there is to it. You'll be running straight. And you'll have saved yourself probably about $100. That's all I got for today. That's good sense. If you got any questions, let me know. Send me a message. Like and subscribe.